Hello sunshine, this is Joy from Michigan in the US. And if you watched my previous video, you know that this is the canvas that just will not be painted. So I just scraped it, even though earlier in that last video I said I wouldn't scrape it, I was going to keep it. I didn't keep it. So we're going to try one more time to get a ring pour and wreck it. That was my goal originally, so we'll see. All right guys, sorry about that. I decided to mix up more of that cerulean blue with some white because I just feel like I need a little bit of a contrasty blue for the darker blues that I'm going to add. So let's put some of this in here. Fresh mixed paint. Hopefully that will add some lovely effects. This is rose gold from Extreme Sheen. If you have a chance and they're not sold out near you, pick up some of that. It's so pretty. And then I'm going to go with phthalo blue. Black. See if I can squeeze any more gold out of this one that's been sitting there for a couple days. There we go. And then, oh, let me think. What do I want? Let's go with this. I'm going to put in just a little bit of bright aqua green. Not much, you know, nobody have that color in there. I'm not loving it, but it's too late to take it back, so we'll leave it in. It might add a nice contrast. Primary blue. Phthalo blue. Light cerulean blue. All my paints are mixed with Floetrol, and some of them have water to get them to the right consistency. I'm a little bit nervous because I feel like my cerulean blue is a little bit thin. But we'll just cross our fingers and hope we get something beautiful. If I end up with mud again, I might cry, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, you know what? Let's put some rose gold in there first, and then we'll do the primary blue. I don't want to forget my metallics because the painting that I did recently that used some of these similar colors, it was metallics, a lot of metallics, and I didn't want to take the time to convert my blues to metallic. I just broke the cap off that black bottle. Yeah, all I did was tap it. Okay. Let's see. Let's do a little black. Maybe this was one of my cheaper bottles. I did get some at the dollar store, so they're not quite as nice. Hopefully that phthalo blue shows up as phthalo blue in the painting. Sometimes it comes out once it dries. It's a little bit on the dark side. It almost looks like it's black. Maybe I should have added just a hair of white to that, but I didn't. So what are you gonna do? Let's put just a tiny bit of this aqua green in there just to see what it does. I think I've almost got enough paint. Last time I put far more in than I needed. So I'm trying to avoid that this time. And black. And I think that should be enough. If it's not, I will add some around the edges rather than stretching this too far. Or do we do one? Maybe I'll do one more layer. Let's do one more layer just to make sure. Should have pulled up my chart, taken a look, but I didn't. The colors in the cup look very pretty, so hopefully, fingers crossed that this works out. All right, here we go. I'm gonna pour from the same side that I poured in. I'm just gonna take my time. I have a very wobbly pour, that's okay. I don't know about that green. I think a deeper green would have been better. The gold is lovely. I'll do a little bit of a traveling ring pour here, guys. Now, look at the inside of that cup. And that's the prettiest part of your painting. I do love this here. That turned out lovely. So I'm gonna do a little stretch. Not too much, because I do wanna wreck it. All right. Where did my skewer go? Oh, this table started out not too terribly messy, and now it's back to disaster area. I don't like what I'm seeing here. The blue seems to be sinking, which means it is indeed too thin. All right, I'm gonna call that enough. Let's see what we have. Before I do that, I really want to preserve this right here. So let's add some black. So the previous pour on this, I tried to start with a ring pour and quickly discovered that I accidentally had a color with silicone, and it really did a number on my ring pour. So I did try to carefully clean off this canvas before I tried another ring pour on it, because I don't want to have all these cells popping up again, because that was upsetting enough the first time. All right, here goes nothing. Please stay pretty. I feel like this needed more light in it. Really need to stretch out these rings because you can't tell that they're rings. Ooh. I don't mind a little bit of black there on that corner, but I don't want all of it to be black. Maybe none of it. Oh, this corner needs to be stretched. Look at that, I didn't even catch that. All right, let's stretch it back this way first. I'm glad I caught that now rather than later, because that would have been very upsetting to realize. Although I guess I could have just added black. But this edge down here has no paint on it whatsoever. I'm losing that section that I didn't want to lose, but you know, that's one of the things about poured art. There's just not a whole lot you can do to completely control it. You can do a lot to alter it, but to actually control it, I guess it's a lot like life in that way. You feel like you're controlling all sorts of things, right? We control very little. Sorry, I know you guys can't see really what I'm doing here, but I'm just wanting to open up some of these lines a bit. These lovely rings that we have in here. Okay, I'm done stretching for now. There's so much paint on this table. It is not even funny. And it'll be interesting because I did tape off the back of this canvas originally, back when I painted it the very first time. So it'll be interesting to see how many different colors of paint actually made it underneath that. All right, the one thing I don't like, not even don't like, but don't love, it's okay, is this line right here. I just am not sure. So I'm gonna have my hubby take a look, get his take on it, and then think about maybe running a skewer through a few sections, minor little tweaks. So let me see if I can get that in frame for you. Sorry, although the lighting's not helping y'all. I'll take you in for a close-up in a minute. All right, guys, I am back with you, and I have it on good authority that I should not touch this any further. So I'm gonna leave it, let it dry, and hopefully it will turn out gorgeous. So let me take you in for a close-up. I love this right here. All the lines are like opaque. So there's several colors in there. I doubt you can see it all in the video, but I love that. And then it's got that lovely bit of, it's not really white, that's that light blue because I didn't put any white in this. So it does have a nice bit of shimmer. So once I add some varnish, that'll be really pretty. And then this here with those really thin lines, I really love that. I'm still not sure of the piece overall, but it does have some pretty effects going on. It's certainly better than the first ring pour I did. I'm not going to put any heat on this. If there's bubbles in the paint, there's just going to be bubbles in the paint because I don't want cells to pop up. That part's very interesting. All right, guys, that is it for this one. Let me know what you think. Was this better than the previous video, or should I have just stopped and not moved on? And look at all the paint on my table. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, well, thank you so much for joining me. I will see you guys on the next one.